Hi, my name is Noel. I'm a psychotherapist. Welcome to my blog today. I hope you find it useful. We're going to look at sort of a whole body approach to sort of psychological and physical health, and do that by looking a little bit at gut health, which is quite a popular topic at the moment, and try and sort of drill down into some of the sort of reality of that subject, and be helpful, I suppose, in thinking about how you might think about yourself and your whole health and your psychological health and your physical health. The gut forms what's called the enteric nervous system, which is in some ways similar to the central nervous system. You may know about the central nervous system, the nerves that run from your brain throughout your body and gives you physical touch sensations, pain, cold, etc. And allows you to do complex tasks. Sort of, you get feedback from touching things and your eyesight, etc. So that's all your central nervous system. The enteric nervous system is as complicated as that as well, and is situated in the lining of your gastrointestinal tract and your stomach. It's actually as large as your brain, to be honest. It's quite a huge system, and it forms at the same time from the same material, sort of in utero. So it's all forming, and in some ways, and in many ways, I suppose, we talk about this enteric nervous system as a second brain. There's a link to a TEDx talk on the script underneath the video on the website. Go and check it out. You'll find it fascinating to sort of get into that and have a look at sort of just how complicated that system is. I mean, one thing to know, for example, I guess most of you have heard of a thing called serotonin, which is a mood chemical that's produced in the body, and it's used as a treatment for depression and anxiety. So you can get SSRIs, serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which are a medicine you can get for mood disorders, which many people have had. They're very safe to use and very effective to help manage mood disorders such as depression and anxiety. Well, the interesting fact here is that 90% of the serotonin in the body is produced in the gut through this enteric nervous system. So the gut is very important in regulating things like that and producing a lot of those neurochemicals. And also maintaining overall body health. The gut is, we have these things called, gut instinct, etc. The gut is also often the site of what we call moral affects or moral feelings. So you have that horrible feeling of shame. It often starts in your gut. The disgust feeling that you can have starts in the gut, feeling of wanting to be ill, physically ill, when something horrible happens. That's the beginning of our ability to interrelate safely with each other as human beings, to make us safe. So somebody's safe, for example, because they have that horror and gut feeling. And actually, interestingly, there's a strong psychological evidence that gut response, the sense of disgust, is the basis of moral, affective, and ethical decisions later on in life. So the gut is very important in many ways in producing a lot of sort of bacteria, which is one of the dominant sort of features of our health in our body. Good bacteria is very important. So it's clearly a very important thing within our lives. There's a lot more detail on the website. Go and check it out. I don't want to go into detail in these videos so much because I think it switches people off. But I just want to make the point that we're talking about a very important system within our body, which has implications for physical, emotional, and relational health, the way we do our relationships. So it's a very important system. It's very important to understand how you can work with it. It's impossible, I think, to separate our physical from emotional. They're very much operating at this sort of endocrine or this hormonal, this bacterial level in us when it comes to the gut. So working with that in terms of producing good gut health and good emotional health is very much a symbiotic process. So looking at what you do in that context, we eat far too much sugar, that's a fact, far too much refined sugar. So cutting down on those types of carbohydrates is always a good idea. And those types of carbohydrates, refined sugars, are sort of known to have an impact on sort of mood as well. sort of raising your mood and dropping it suddenly is never a good idea. So having a think about things like that, but also psychological approaches that you can use to relax yourself and reduce stress, because stress has a direct impact on the gut and how it's affecting, which then has a direct impact on the gut's ability to produce the hormones, the chemicals, the neurochemicals, the bacteria that we need to be well. So learning how to relax, to use maybe cognitive behavioural tools for challenging negative belief systems, those types of things will be very, very helpful in terms of reducing your stress levels. Stress hormones in particular will affect the gut. It literally switch them on and off. It literally switches the digestive system on and off. When we go to fight or flight, for example, our digestive system is switched off. It's not great to have that happening to your body. Having something switched on and off like that all the time is it's quite a disaster, really. So learning how to manage those types of responses and not become triggered is really important in maintaining the ability of your gut, your digestive system, just to work normally and continue working and doing its job and producing sort of the sort of chemical bacterial mix that you need in your body to sort of keep you well and balanced. Those are just a few thoughts. There's a lot more ideas on the website. Go and check it out. I hope that's useful. There is a real significant relationship between gut health, physical health, emotional health, and relational health. And I think those are the key points to take away from this video. So if you want to know more, do give me a call, 07506 319 745, or email me info@noelmcdermott.net. Do your own research. Invest in this whole body health. It's really important to understand that psychological health is not just something inside your skull. It's something in your body, the whole of your body. It's something in your relationship to yourself, and it's something in your relationship to other people, and it's something in the relationship to the environment around us. So taking that holistic approach and view of things is really, really going to be helpful for you. I hope you found that useful. Do leave comments under the video if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, or if you're looking at this on my website, do leave comments. I hope these videos and these blogs are helpful. So I'd like to know if they are. I'd like to get some feedback from you, whether it's positive or negative. It's all useful feedback to me, so that I can improve the service to you. Thanks for dropping by, and don't forget, if you need some help, do give me a call, 07506 319 745. That's a UK number, so if you're dialing from outside the UK, +44 and drop the first 0. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.